Hey there foodies, welcome back to my channel. Today we are diving into the world of Nougat Rose. A delightful almond nougat infused with candied rose petals that will add texture, flavor and a touch of elegance to our fabulous nougat. Picture the delicate aroma of roses blending with the chewy goodness of nougat. That's the magic of Nougat Rose. It's a perfect harmony of floral notes and nutty sweetness that will transport you to a culinary paradise. And for those keen on mastering Italian meringue, you are in for a treat. This recipe is your chance to hone your skills and create a fluffy decadent meringue that will take our Nougat Rose to new heights of deliciousness. I recently discovered a fantastic ingredient to replace aquafaba for meringue: potato protein. It's not potato starch, but the ingredient works wonders. Just a small amount forms up beautifully. If you prefer using aquafaba for your nougat, check out my other nougat recipe here. Let's delve into the key ingredients that will bring our Nougat Rose to life. You will need 3 grams of potato protein. Potato protein is a plant-based protein derived from potatoes. It is a high-quality protein source that contains all essential amino acids, making it a complete protein. What is interesting is that potato protein is a plant-based ingredient that can mimic some of the functional properties of egg whites. This product has foaming properties similar to egg whites, making it fantastic for meringues. Potato protein is also a sustainable and allergen-friendly protein option that is free from common allergens like soy, dairy and gluten. It is also considered a clean label ingredient, meaning it is minimally processed and free from artificial additives. You will also need 25 grams of water, and this is for the potato protein. You will need 2 tablespoons of rose water. Rose water will give the flavor to the nougat. You will also need a few drops of lemon juice. That's also for the meringue and to stabilize it. You will also need 330 grams of castor sugar. Castor sugar means it's regular white sugar. You also need glucose syrup. We add glucose syrup to nougat for a few key reasons. First off, it helps prevent the sugar from crystallizing, which can make the nougat grainy instead of smooth and chewy. The glucose syrup also adds moisture to the mixture, helping to keep the nougat soft and pliable. Additionally, the glucose syrup acts as a stabilizer, helping to bind all the ingredients together and give the nougat its signature texture. Nougat being very sugary, if you are looking for healthy options, that's not the right treat to make. You also need 40 grams of water, and this is for the caramel. You need 300 grams of almonds. I like mine with skin, but blanched almond can also work. You will also need 100 grams of crystallized rose petals. Those one I did myself, and you can find the recipe in the information box right there. You will have to prepare them beforehand, of course. And you also need some vanilla extract. You can't make nougat without azyme sheets. Azyme sheets, also known as edible wafer paper, are thin, tasteless sheets made from potato or cornstarch. Azyme sheets serve as a non-stick surface, preventing nougat from sticking to the mold and facilitating easy removal post-baking. They look like paper sheets and usually come in a A4 format. And you will need 2 of those. The specific utensils you will need are a stand mixer with a whipping attachment, a candy thermometer, and a square or rectangle hollow mold approximately 15 to 20 centimeters. This is a mold that are normally used to press tofu. If you don't have this type of mold, you can still use a cake mold. Now we have all our ingredients and utensils ready, we can start the recipe. Preheat your oven to 150 degrees Celsius. While that's heating up, pour the potato protein into the mixer bowl with 3 tablespoons of water, 2 tablespoons of rose water, and few drops of lemon juice. Mix at low speed for 1 minute to rehydrate the protein. Leave it to rest. Get your enzyme sheets ready to line the mold. Use a pen knife to cut the sheets to fit the bottom and the walls of the mold. I also cut side pieces to be about 6 to 7 cm high, just to prevent the nougat to stick to the wood sides. Better to have more than less. Layer the cut enzyme sheets in the mold, keeping the top sheet aside for later. In a saucepan, combine the sugar, water, and glucose syrup over medium heat. Let it cook. Spread the almonds on a baking tray lined with parchment paper. Pop them in the oven to roast for about 10 minutes or more, until they're nice and toasty. They should be hot when added to the mixture later. As the nuts roast, keep an eye on the sugar mixture in the saucepan. Once it starts bubbling, give it a stir. When it hits 120 degrees Celsius, start the food processor on high speed to whip up a meringue. When the sugar syrups hit 146 to 148 degrees Celsius, remove it from the heat. At this point, the meringue should be fluffy and firm, so slow down the food processor to speed 1. Get ready to mix in that sugar syrup and slowly pour it into the food processor to create an Italian meringue. Be cautious not to let it touch the sides of the bowl or the whisk to prevent splashing and building up on the bowl walls. Once all the syrup is in, crank up the food processor to high speed for about 1 minute. While the food processor works its magic, take the baking tray out of the oven and place it near the processor. Stop the food processor. Lift the parchment paper and pour the hot almonds into the Italian meringue. Give it a quick mix with the wooden spatula. Add the crystallized rose petals and delicately mix the rose petals into the meringue until everything is nicely combined. Remove the mixing bowl from the food processor and pour the nougat mixture into the mold lined with enzyme paper using a wooden spatula. It's a sticky situation, so take your time. Once all the mixture is in the mold, cover the top with the reserved enzyme sheet. Flatten the surface with your fingers or a flat object to ensure it sticks to the nougat. Pop the nougat in the fridge overnight to set and firm up. The next day, remove the mold from the fridge and use a knife to loosen up any bits of nougat that may have stuck to the sides. Flip the mold over and gently push to release the nougat. Trim off any excess enzyme sheets poking out. Now it's time to slice the nougat into squares. Take it slow and steady as the nougat is firm and sticky. I use a butcher knife for this operation, as the nougat is quite hard and firm. Be careful with your fingers. Take it easy and slow. Now you can enjoy the fruits of your labor and savor each delicious bite of your homemade nougat à la rose. So here's the nougat. It's firm but slightly soft. I think I've roasted the almonds a bit too much, so that's why the color is so dark. But beside that, the texture, the color, I can also see the petals. The smell is divine. Let's bite. The meringue is perfect. Who would have thought that potato protein can lead to a result like this? Wow, this is nougat. This is how nougat should be. It's chewy, it's soft but firm. I can feel the hint of vanilla. The rose flavor is there and very delicate. It's not overpowering. As I said, the almonds are a bit overbaked, but they're still good. Oh, now I have these very delicate rose flavors in my mouth. It's really a delicious treat. It's very delicate. Vegan nougat, no honey, no egg whites, with an incomparable taste. I recommend you to store this nougat into the fridge. It will keep it firm. Well, I hope that you like this recipe. If you like my channel, please subscribe. If you like this video, hit the like button. That's important for the referencing. And I'll see you next time for another video. Oh. Try it.